Rocking out back there.
That's right. Build up the energy. That's right.
This is okay. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome and blessings to you this Wednesday. We are on January 31st. And perfect day to get our adjustment to prepare us for February. And I'm so grateful, Sheryl, for these adjustments because I'm telling you, I think at this time and stage on this planet, we need the help.
Yeah.
We need all the help we can get.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I was showing you earlier. I had my opal, which really
oh, look at that opal.
Kind of emotionally keeps us. It softens the emotions, which we seem to be going through right now. There's just this shift that's happening, and I was taking notes for myself, and I was guided to share some of them because, on a planetary basis, we are going through a dark night of soul. We are shifting the energies right now astrologically, and I am not an astrologer, but astrologically, we are in the same energy as the Revolutionary War and the French Revolution.
Right. I heard that. I did hear that.
So we are definitely going through a shift and a change. I don't know if you've seen planetarily, there's all the farmers in Denmark, Germany, I think Iceland, but everywhere the farmers are revolting against their governments. It's not just here in America. Everybody is starting to stand up to their governments and for their freedoms. And it's a beautiful thing to see. But it's also, it's really a time for us to go within and look within and say, okay, look, this is being said and this is happening here. What's true for me? What is true for me? And as I work with people, there's some karmic lessons coming. The energy of February is a really good time to learn our karmic lessons and heal, to solve challenges that we've been having, and really find a new way of doing things. It's the perfect energy to find new ways of doing things. And what is that? I know, me too. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was telling a friend something the other day, and both of us were just like chills. I can't even remember what I said. If she's on there, just type in really quick. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to say that on Debbie's channel. It'll come to me because it was and it had to do with the energy of, I know what it was. So you've heard about the trucks all going to Texas?
No.
So there's a big convoy of trucks going to Texas to the border, but they're going down to pray. They're not going down to get involved. They're actually I've heard at one point their truckers are coming down from Canada. And so there's different people saying different things like, it's another insurrection, it's this and that. But if you listen to the person who has really put this together, they're going down to pray. They're going down to pray for our freedoms and for the United States and to save our borders and pray for the people that are coming across as well as the people that are already here. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is our Boston Tea Party moment. And we both, when I said that, and it just kind of came through, we both just got chills and we're like, wow. And so then the next thing that came through is to really start looking at things in the big picture. So instead of defending the laws that you want in place, or this is right and this is wrong, or you're right, I'm wrong, all of that little bickering things, the bigger picture looks like we want to be safe. We want to walk down the streets and feel safe. We want to be able to have the choice of what we want to put in our bodies, food, options. So we all, no matter what side you're on or who you are, it's we want the same things. We want our families to be healthy. We want the freedom of choice. We really want the same thing. So we need to look at the bigger picture and start to focus on that bigger picture instead of the little day-to-day little things that get us all aggravated and frustrated, and really focus on that big picture.
Yeah.
Because everything's going to be changed. Oh, this is what I told her. I said, everything's shifting so much that when we were in the Revolutionary War, we had no idea what our government would look like.
Okay.
Same thing now. We have no idea what things are going to look like once we get through this push. So we need to start focusing on what we want it to look like, big picture wise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We do know it's going to be better.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's going to be great.
It will be different. It will be different. Yeah.
I mean, most people I'm sure that are on your channel have been through a personal dark night of the soul. Mm-hmm. And it's challenging when you're going through it.
100%.
But once you get through the other side, wow, it's beautiful. And so that's the opportunity that we are having now to raise our inner consciousness and to raise our spiritual guidance and to connect with our faith and our trust in whatever you want to call that greater power. This is our opportunity right now to connect with that. So
100%.
Yeah. So when we go through those, we need to celebrate all those challenges because we're going to have a big sale by this time next year. We're going to be celebrating.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to get out and dance and laugh.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
It's so funny. As I was working with a client and it was just like, just dance like a goofball. Just get out and just be a goofball. And it's been ever since that, everybody I've worked with, it's coming up to just do things different, like really different, like sleep on the other side of the bed. Mm-hmm. The routine that you have in the morning, if it's get up, brush your teeth, meditate, switch it up, go for your walk, make your coffee, meditate, like drive a different way to work. Like really start to work on realigning that nervous system and the neural pathways. We need to start retraining those neural pathways. And this is the great month, the great energy to do it in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, before we continue in this conversation, I do want to say thank you, Lisa Foster. Thank you, Seascape, for posting your goods there. And Shockwave, can you come back at 5 p.m. Eastern time and put that question in? Because I'm going to be doing inquiring minds later, and I want to dive into that question you brought in. That's for a later show. Would love to look at that question with you. All right. So, all right, I'm going to bring up the energy painting. And can you, for those that are new, can you let us know the intention with the painting and what we need to do with it for the rest of the month?
Yes.
Give us some ideas. Okay. So
yes.
I'm going to up and Cheryl's going to tell us what to do with this. But I do, and also how to draw it in right now. I know you're going to take us through a little thing.
Yes, I will take you through. So this drawing, it didn't come out the way I have intended. And it was definitely guided by source, because if you look at the center, the blue dots was an absolute mistake. I was cleaning up a mess and it splattered right there in the center, which then brought the entire thing into a vortex inward instead of, I think the last couple of them were going outward. And that's really the message of February, is going inward. So this energy, then there's some light language in there. There is some geometric shapes underneath that some of it kind of came through, some of it didn't. But this is a very multi-layered energy portrait. So as always, you can go to my website, sedonacreativeintuitive.com, download the portrait, make a copy of them, as many copies as you want. I always recommend to people to either laminate one or put it in plastic and put it under your water with the intention of putting this healing frequency into the water. Just like we used to do a couple of years back when we would put love and abundance and all of that. So you can put these frequencies right into your water. You can use them for meditation, and you can envision yourself going into that vortex, or if you connect with one of the symbols, You can trace the symbols either with your finger or with your mind's eye. Use your own intuition and guidance on how to use them, because everybody has a different perspective of how to use it. Just like when we go deep into meditation, we all start different. Some people like silence, some people listen to music. So use your own guidance on how to use this energy, because it might be different. Some people, I've had people put it under their pillow or at their headboard, behind their head, so that they can absorb it at night. And the intention is to help heal with the challenges that are coming up at the moment with the frequencies. And so this energy is very vibrant, but it's very cool and soothing on the outside, and then at the center again. So when we go into the center, and it's also very sacral and first chakra. It's very lower chakra this month, but with the intention of pulling that energy to the higher chakras and connecting with that source or your higher power or your higher self or whoever that is that you want to connect with, that being of light, and then use that for the meditation and healing. And they are powerful. I've had a lot of really good feedback with people who use them regularly. Excuse me.
There's a feeling of the fire within as well here.
Yeah. And what was interesting, and I've never been guided to pull cards before we talk, and today when I went into the meditation before the show, and of course the card that I pulled was the sacral chakra. And then also the card is called freedom, but it's a black and white horse again.
Wow.
That shadow, working with the shadow self. This month is very important, working with that shadow self. If something or somebody says something and it triggers you, it's a good opportunity to see what that reflection is. Why is this person triggering you? And going within and doing it's a great month to do a lot of inner work. Some people may even need to isolate a little more than normal. Spend a little time.
Drink more water than normal.
A lot of water, a lot of grounding. That's probably why the first chakra and the sacral chakra is showing up, because we need to get grounded in who we are. Not just grounded into the earth, but into who we really are. And then going within to find those new ways of doing things, a new way of being, which will be much more spiritually connected, as opposed to going outside of ourselves for the answers and doing things in the old way, the way our parents used to do it, the way we've been told we're supposed to do it. And it's challenging, because I've been working on that for the last several months, and it's challenging to break those patterns, especially the ancestral patterns.
100%.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be fun.
Yes. This is going to be great, because you have both sides, because this is literally you're talking about your emotional self. The words would be I feel, with when you're working with the sacral, and so that emotional self. So that also is joy, right?
Yeah.
Finding your joy.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily, yes, we're working on our shadow self. However, it's more about locating that joy.
Yeah.
and pulling that forward. So.
Yeah, be inquisitive. Go into that inner child, that playfulness, and when we ask ourselves questions about the shadow self, it doesn't have to be a negative. You can do it in a very fun way. And then look at all the blue, how peaceful and serene all of that energy is. So you've got that fire and that burning, but that peaceful, just being and connecting. Yeah, so that the inquiry part can be very fun. It can be challenging, but it can be very fun. It can be all of it all at the same time too. But
beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, let me bring us back here real quick. We'll pull that back up in a minute.
Yeah.
But as we shift into February and we move from last month's energy, I know that in this family here, a lot of us were hit with pretty powerful already feelings, right?
Yes.
Or like I feel like January was a month of like exposing the underbelly, so to speak.
Yes.
And in dealing with that exposure, that vulnerability, some of us go into depression, some of us go into anger, some of us go into hiding, whatever it is when we're exposed. But the fact is, it was a lot of hard energy that was, and again, I feel that for our highest and best good, we're on this trajectory towards freedom and peace and harmony. But to get there, and we chose to be here at this time to help with this, with our own energy. I do encourage you. This is why I love our community here and the family here, is because we can get through these times together. So recognizing, okay, this is heavier energy. I'm going to reach out and talk to others. Oh, you're feeling it too. So you're not alone in it, in moving this energy through. Let's take the opportunity, like Sheryl's saying, this is exciting, to be able to have this bird's eye view of what's happening. So the energy just doesn't overtake us. We can get on the ride.
Yeah.
Right? And so as we move out of January into February, we're on the train, we're on the right track. I think we're all doing good, and we're ready for this, the new energy coming in.
Yeah. Well, and we need to really honor ourselves where we are, and honor ourselves for what we've already gone through. Because no matter who you are, you've done some inner work. Even if you've not tried to do any work, you've done it. It just happens. It's natural. It's organic. And then there's those where you consciously do your inner work. Mm-hmm. So if you've been through the ringer, honor yourself for that, for getting to where you are now. Even if you've still got some stuff to go through, celebrate your little wins. Pat yourself on the back. Light a candle for yourself.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but go get yourself a stone. And if you're in financial trouble, go out and find one out in nature. Go on a walk and call in what stone wants to come home with you, and bring that love of that nature home with you. Mm-hmm. There's all sorts of little things that we can do to honor ourselves. Mm-hmm. And we do it for other people, and we forget to do it for ourselves.
That's another spot on statement. All of us here are all healers and givers, and we take care of everybody else. And we're the last in line. This month is all about you.
February is about you. Mm-hmm. And it's the month of love.
Month of love. Love yourself.
Exactly. So start with you, just like that oxygen mask. Start with you, and show yourself that love. Take yourself out to a fabulous dinner. Mm-hmm. Take yourself out on a date this month. Mm-hmm. Yeah, be your own. I always say be your own Valentine, and I don't think most people say it in the intention of which it could be utilized. Mm-hmm. Because you could be your own Valentine and really start to honor and take care of yourself.
Valentine.
Sorry?
Yeah. And yeah. So I'm curious with the family here, what you're experiencing with this new energy, what you experienced last month. How is this resonating? We'd love to hear from you. And if you also have any questions on how we can help with moving in in this new energy. And while we, Seascape says, I can, the Miley Cyrus song, I can bring my own flowers.
Yeah.
And harmony. Yep.
Yeah, for some reason I'm not seeing the chat, so you'll have to read
up above on your right hand side it says comments. Click on comments.
Yeah, it's not coming up. Oops. Now I just lost you. Did I lose you?
No, you're here. We can see you.
Okay, I'm back. So yeah, there's comments.
Yeah.
There they are.
Now she can
Yay!
see. I can buy my own flowers. Yes, I can buy my own flowers.
Yeah.
That's a great one that's a great song for this month.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got obsessed with And Still I Rise, Maya Angelou. It's a quote from from one of her long.
Yeah.
And Still I Rise. And it could be layered. It's so many areas in our own lives we can place that. And still I rise. Like this happened, but I still. So I went crazy and I created all these merch. So if you all want merch, I have mugs and sweatshirts and and Still I Rise. It's so powerful because you're really in your power. You know. Whatever the energy brings, whatever the challenges or the joy, it doesn't matter. It's still I rise.
Yeah.
I love it. It's just powerful.
And it's really about having dominion over your own sovereignty and opening your heart to everyone else, even those, especially the neighbors. We've been through so much separation in the last several years, more so than normal. And now is the time to really start to open your heart to everyone and have compassion for everyone, if you agree with them or not, because it's not about that anymore. It's really not. And that's part of the shifting the way that you're doing things. That's the start, where we just need to forget the past, forget our differences, and really open your heart and have conversations with people and family.
Yeah. And compassion, and they are most. I have a video on compassion, a short compassion 2024.
Yeah, right.
The word of the year.
Yeah,
compassion.
And love, happiness, and joy, and fun.
We can add more words,
but compassion, yes, that is a good word for the year. And yeah, I think we have a couple more weeks of that heavy energy. And then towards the end of the month, it'll get lighter. Okay. And I haven't really tapped into March yet, but March just feels lighter, and April feels really fun. Yeah. So without going deep into it, that's kind of my sense. But we do have a couple more weeks of this inner.
Yeah.
Of going within and taking care of yourselves and doing those Epsom salt baths.
We can do anything for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Massage your own feet, go on walks, connect with nature, even if it's snowing outside. You people who live in the snow, you love the snow. Go out, make some snow angels. Have a snowball fight.
There you go.
Play. Have fun.
So far, 2024 feels weird, Deanne says.
It's been some heavy energy in January. It really has, and emotional.
Very emotional.
Lots of emotions, and so just if you're on one of those emotions that don't resonate with you, just go within, take a breath, sit and meditate.
Yeah. And we've been the spirit is giving us the universe is giving us so many helpers.
Yeah.
This year we're in the year of the dragon, the wood dragon, right? So it's like there's our helper. The wood dragon energy, right?
Yeah.
I'm in I am a dragon.
Are you?
I was born
in dragon year.
So I'm a dragon. this is so here's my year, Sheryl. While I have you here, here's my
Yes.
year. We're in the collective year of an 8, so 2024. So we're
Yes.
in a year of an 8, which is good. And I'm in my personal year of an 8. So my personal year is 8 as well. So, and I'm in the year of dragon, and I'm a dragon. So I have all these alignments. And on my birthday is the blue moon on my birthday. So I have all these crazy alignments happening. So if I start, levitating here,
we'll pull you back down. Well,
just keep me down, keep me grounded. Keep me grounded.
That's some fun energy you've got going on there, huh?
Right.
Well, yeah, because the dragon is very protective and it's a wood dragon, so you could be ignited. So watch your tempers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because with the wood dragons breathe fire and it's wood.
Okay.
So just but
on because I don't, I don't see myself as a person of a temper. I am a Leo.
Well. Yeah. So there could be something that might.
I'm a fire sign in a fire.
Yeah. So there just might be something that might try to ignite you.
Okay.
But yeah, because your energy is very calming. But just be careful of something that this year might try to ignite you.
Okay. Well, hopefully it's in a good way. Like.
Yeah. Well, come on, baby, light my fire.
There you go. That one.
Yeah. So this one is. I haven't finished it yet, but since we were coming on today, I thought I would just present it. And this represents the dragon. At the top, it looks like there's an eye around that first purple circle, which is connecting to that third eye. And and look at there is almost an 8 in there.
It sure looks like the
yeah, and then if the dragon kept coming around, it would also be the DNA. So, and then we've got the solar plexus in there. We've got your third eye, heart connection happening. And then the protection of that dragon and the earth energy, that wood. So there's a lot happening in this whole year. The Kundalini energy, I just saw Kundalini out of the corner of my eye, so that we can all start to get that rising. And it is our DNA. As the energies are shifting, our dormant DNA is starting to wake up. Our Kundalini is starting to wake up. People who have never been intuitive are all of a sudden like, oh, what was that voice? Oh no, I'm schizophrenic. No, you're not.
Oh,
the veils are starting to thin.
Even more.
People are starting to see things, and they're like, "Oh, what was that? That was really weird." Well, the veils are starting to thin.
Yeah. So if you guys are seeing like shadows, like run, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Your eye things.
Yeah. So all sorts of things are just starting to. There's more and more that is showing up, but not just for us in these communities. And again, that's where our compassion is going to come in and be helpful for people who have never been in a community like this, and they have no idea what's happening, and they're starting to see things, and they're starting to freak out a little bit, or they hear their intuition and they think it's a voice in their head, and they're going to start asking questions. And so that's where our compassion comes in, and guidance, giving them guidance in the right direction, and bringing them to channels like this so that they can have that community to help them understand what's happening. Because there's a lot of people right now, they have no idea. They don't even know that we're shifting. And when we start shifting, it is becoming more and more obvious that we are in that shift.
Yeah.
And there are still people in my family that have no idea that it's coming.
Yeah, and you just were there, weren't you?
Yeah, I brought another storm in.
did. Oh my gosh, guys,
Did
hilarious.
you see Casadero was flooded?
Yes, I saw the
I was
video.
blown away. There's not even a river there for it to flood.
I know. It was
So yeah,
insane.
heavy rains.
So yeah, so let me go ahead and come back here. We have Christy. Christy says, I'm a dragon too. And I'm in my Saturn return. Wow, Christy. Okay, so you and I are having a year. I have no idea where my Saturn is.
Yeah, I'm in my Saturn return too.
What does that mean?
It happens like, gosh, somebody just told me this. So again, I'm not an astrologer, but maybe she can give us a little more insight. But it's like big things happen, big shifts happen in your life.
Okay.
And it could go either really positive or really negative, or something negative can happen to bring in the positive.
Okay. So,
yeah. Oftentimes something negative happens, and then that brings in something really positive, or what we perceive as negative.
I was just going to say, so if you really look at it, it's not really negative, it's just change.
Yes, it's our perception, or what we label.
Yeah. What you yeah. So let's change your perception. Whatever
yes.
happens, we're going to work on changing that perception. So ML says, I can't, she says, I can't see Debbie getting super angry unless it's due to witnessing some type of injustice. 100. Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's what he was saying, that I might get angry this year. That's where I can't even with all that. I'm definitely fiery in that. Christy says that her Saturn return probably showing up in taking care of business, things I've been putting off. It's kind of a fish.
Yeah.
Saturn returns can be very helpful. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't remember Sheryl and my first show together, Sheryl and I grew up together. Okay, so we were from San Diego, and we were just talking about, she was just home she lives in Sedona, so that's the Sedona Creative Intuitive. But she was just home in San Diego visiting family, and she left. The last time she was in San Diego, I was there, and that's when the hurricane was coming.
Yeah.
She left right in front of it, and this time he left right in front of the flood.
Yeah.
Our hometown was completely flooded.
And there's no rivers, there's no water tributaries to flood. So I don't know where that water came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ness says my Saturn return almost killed me.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you made it through.
Yeah, Ness.
So after it almost killed you, did the light show up and everything became really like amazing?
Hopefully she says yes.
Yeah.
So I chose to wear color today. I just felt like it was a day to wear color. Just because of the heavy energies that it's been.
Right.
And I wanted to start off with color. So I wore pink. No, just more mature outlook in life.
I'd say that's a positive.
Dramatic view of life. Yeah. So does anybody have any questions or want us to kind of look at, did you? No, we already did that. I'll be okay, you guys. It'll be okay. I'll remember what I'm doing. Thank you. It's vibrant. Yes, I just felt like it was important to wear color today. I don't generally wear color. Every once in a while I will. But usually I'm wear all black. Okay. What do you feel is the aura color of February?
Well, usually the drawings are the energy, which is the aura.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have to go with the colors of that drawing. And just, again, so you've got that that beautiful blue on the outside. That's that very peaceful, but so it's going to be very emotional. But so the blue's on the outside, but it's also in the very center. So it's going to be very fiery, a lot of movement, a lot of energy, but yet you can choose to be very peaceful, because out there can be very fiery, but in here it'd be very peaceful. Yeah, because it feels very fiery if you want to engage in that.
I like that you said that. If you want to engage in that,
Yes.
if you want to utilize that energy within, that fire energy within, you can. And I think with these colors as well, with this energy that I'm seeing here, that fire is there for you to utilize, and you can utilize it for positive change.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, again, the movement, a lot of people changing careers and directions and stepping into their higher purpose. So use that fire energy to step into your higher purpose, and then use that meditation energy to ask, like, what's your next best step? What movement, instead of just jumping into movement, get divine guidance to that movement. Take some time to be with yourself and quiet your mind. And then when they give you an answer, then use that fire energy to just take off and unless they say to sit and be quiet, you know. But everything this month there's a lot of, it's choice. It's your choice on how you want to engage.
Yeah. Ness says, or go into the middle and karmic wheel of transition. Yeah. Powerful. I think we have some great opportunity to work with our fire energy.
Yeah.
Especially with that dragon coming in.
Yeah.
The dragon year. We're with the dragon year plus a month where that is brewing. We can utilize that for good things. It's not a bad thing at all.
Yeah, and I think dragon energy, it starts on the 9th, if I'm not mistaken. The new year, the Chinese New Year is on the 9th, which is when we go into the dragon year.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll be fun. It's gonna be a wild ride this year, but again, it's your choice on how you want to utilize that energy. Yeah. It doesn't have to be bad. You don't have to engage in the propaganda, what people are saying, that all, again, the bigger picture. The most important thing is that bigger picture, and really staying within your boundary setting, and setting appropriate boundaries right now is really good. Yeah, but just trusting in yourself. There's a lot of lessons in the last couple of years on trusting yourself and your own inner guidance, and I think we're coming towards an end of those lessons and that dichotomy. But there's still some opportunities for us to learn that. Yeah, that going within is very important.
Yeah, I kind of want to get a message for us all, because I don't see any questions coming through. So I do want to look at how can we best utilize this fire energy
yes,
being given, because I feel like it's a gift.
Yes,
it's like a tool. We're being offered a tool.
Yes,
Best use this tool. Best use this tool. I love when cards show up. You know.
And they come flying out.
Yeah. Okay. So that it looks like they're asking us to do extra grounding with this new tool. Like we'll need a little extra grounding, but we can really utilize this to bring success in our lives, to bring expansion and success. It really is just because it is a beautiful tool, learning how to utilize that together with what you already have. I have the Chariot and the Six of Wands. Like you can't get better than that in this.
Yeah.
Definitely a power coming in to help us moving towards to bring victory. And we're stepping again. The cards are just backing everything Sheryl said. The outcome is the Fool card. It's a whole brand new journey. Like we've never been here before as a planet.
Yeah, we have no idea what's coming.
Yeah,
but it's going to be great. And I just wanted to show again. You got the Chariot, and I got the 2 horses. You got the grounding. I got the sacral. So yeah, I mean, there's just confirmation after confirmation after confirmation today on where we're going this month. Yeah, absolutely.
Woo, I'm excited. This is
and remember that one of the first things I said without knowing where we were going is to light a candle for yourself. Light that fire.
Light the fire.
But yeah, don't let it get out of control because we have our choices. Our choices are so important. And and as you were reading that, because I don't have any fire in my chart. I'm none, which is why I have this fireball behind me. Because I don't have any fire. So I'm the opposite of you.
What do you have?
Oh my gosh. I have most everything's in Virgo. I'm like a double Virgo, Aquarius, Moon, Capricorn, and I was born in the year of the snake. I'm a serpent.
You're water and
earth. I'm earth. I'm a double earth, and then Aquarius, which is air.
Oh, earth and air.
Is Aquarius air or water? Water. I forget. Like I said, I'm really not an astrologer. Come on, guys. What's an Aquarius? Because I know Virgo and Capricorn are both earth signs.
Right. I have a little cheat sheet somewhere. It tells me all these.
I know. I'm sure somebody out there. Aquarius is air. Okay, thank you, Ness.
Yeah, earth is air. So both are air, earth and air. Earth and air. Yeah. So yeah, I always have to ask the family because I never know any of these things.
Yeah,
that's my daughter's job. She knows all this.
Yeah. Stuff. So air being spirit and earth grounded. So because I'm almost sometimes too grounded because I'm like really, and I have to like getting motivated to get out of the house sometimes. So I need to light my fire. And I mean, look how long it took me to connect my channel with yours. What, 4 months? Yeah.
You got it though.
I did it. You see, I just need something to put a little fire under me. Like I built my website because I was coming on your channel. And that took me a year. And then there was that fire.
I see.
So again, utilizing that fire
under you to
get
it.
Yeah. So some of us need a little extra fire boost. So this month might be really good for us, to get that fire going, ignited. And then those who have a lot of fire, channel that fire.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be the Chariot.
Yeah, me too. That's good. I think it's gonna be it's gonna be a wild month, but it's gonna be fun because I'm choosing for it to be a really fun, exciting month.
Yeah,
and again, this just came back to me, doing things differently. Get out of those old routines. Try something new. Try something that scares you. I want to hear what people are going to do different in the chat.
I'm going to choose personally. I'm going to choose to look at challenging situations from a bird's eye view.
Yeah.
I want to look at it. I want to respond, not react, and kind of go, yeah, here we go. Like,
Yeah.
all right, you know.
Can I say that that's very fun? Because there's things I look at from that bird's eye view and I just start laughing. Whereas I could engage in it and get really mad and just be like, oh my God. Or I can look at it from that bird's eye view, knowing that there's so much happening that we have no idea what's happening. Like there's so much. We just don't have a clue.
Right.
And we can just, and I laugh, and it's very fun sometimes to look at it from that bird's eye view.
And you know, sometimes you fall down and you're like, oh my gosh, I just can't even with this, and there's nothing to do but laugh. That's so weird. No, I'm curious to know where my little cheat sheet went.
For your astrological cheat sheet?
Yes.
I guess you're not supposed to use it right now.
I guess I'm not. I'm gonna let it go. See how good I'm doing, you guys?
See? Going with the flow. Going with the flow.
I'm going with the flow.
Like me and my bad hair day. Oh my gosh. I'm admitting it on camera. Bad hair day.
It's all good. That's why I wore a hat, because I was having a bad hair day. I'm like, forget it. I'm wearing it.
Well, next time you see me wearing a hat, you'll know why.
Okay. So, yeah, I don't see any questions. There was something. I do. You guys, I want to ask Sheryl. What do you think about the? Is it called the Mandela?
The Mandela effect?
Yes.
I think it's very real.
Okay. Have you had any personal experiences? Okay, tell us.
Yeah. Tell us. So, oh my gosh. So when I bought my house, so there's Clarkdale and Cottonwood. And I'm like right on the border. And we were totally joking. Like I live in Cottondale. And my best friend was my real estate agent. And we drove up the same street. I don't know how many times. And then one time we drove up and there was a sign that said Clarkdale and then Cottonwood. It was just weird. Like that sign wasn't there before. We know that sign wasn't there before. The Wizard of Oz, like all these things from when we were kids. She knows all these Mandela effects better than I do. But the Volkswagen symbol, the Monopoly guy.
Oh yeah,
he doesn't have that anymore. Somebody said that
some songs
there's songs that are completely different, and yeah, it's a real thing. Some people remember Mandela, and you know why they call it the Mandela effect, right? Because some people remember the Mandela, it's the Mandela, that he was killed. That he was killed, and other people, but yet he was alive and he came out of jail.
Yeah.
So
so that's where that came from.
Yeah.
I wondered.
People swear, they're like, no, he was dead. And there's other people, you're like, no, I remember them dying and then they're still alive. Mm-hmm. And I can't think of any particular names at this point. But oh yeah, it's real. It's weird. It's some weird, I don't know if it's like timelines crossing or it's they do it on purpose and there's a manipulation.
Well, that's what I was wondering too. I wonder.
I'm not sure, but it's wild. And when you see stuff and you're just like, wait a minute, no. And then and other people are going, no, really, it was always like this. You're like, no, like, so I have my friend and she'll go, okay, like she'll see something, she'll go, okay, remember that song or this or that? She goes, what were the words? And I'll tell her, she goes, nope. And then I'll be like, no. So she'll ask me before she gives me the Mandela effect. And every time, it's bizarre. So
some of them are just so like, what? And the Bernstein Bears. I was never Bernstein Bears. What in the world? When I saw that, I came downstairs and got my little Bernstein book out, and I'm like, what the?
Did you see the video of the guy? And he had walked in his daughter's room and it said Bernstein Bears, and he came out and said The other one,
Yeah.
And it was like the Mandela effect on camera at that, and you're just like, well, wait a minute, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's wild.
So let me share my Bernstein. Let me share my it's okay, you guys, I'll be okay. My Mandela thing going on.
Yes.
So Sheryl and I were very active kids. Like, you played soccer and all that. I played every freaking sport. I played hard. Basketball, I played all the sports.
Tackle football.
And, I mean, football. I mean, you name it. But yeah, Sheryl, you actually got on the team. I'm small, so but I played everything hard, and I played football in the streets and everything. Anyway, all that to say is I've injured my right leg many times. My right leg. I actually broke my leg about 8 years ago playing golf. I mean, I've sprained my right ankle. I broke that leg. All my injuries have been on my right leg. I did tear my meniscus in my left knee, but that's another story. But anyway, now I had an MRI. I mean, I've been having massive problems with my left ankle. I've never injured my left ankle in this timeline. Never. It's always been my right. And in the MRI, it shows massive scar tissue from injuries. It shows in the bone is disintegrating from injuries.
In your left?
Being in my left ankle that I've never injured ever. And they're showing this post-traumatic severe bone loss and disintegration in my left ankle from past injuries. I've never, you guys, in the timeline I remember.
Have they taken x-rays of your right?
No, because there's nothing wrong with it.
Well, that'd be really interesting to see if there's any scar tissue.
Is there anything in there? I know.
Yeah.
They won't do it. They won't take anything unless you complain about something. I mean, I can
complain. No. Inquiring minds want to know.
No, that's my Mandela.
That's bizarre. Have you looked into your past lives to see if you crushed it in a past life and it came forward?
Oh, I know I haven't. Nope, haven't asked that question.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I haven't had a Mandela effect like that. That
one just came up. I'm like,
wow,
it's weird. Yeah, this is not my timeline. So something's happening here. And the odd thing about it was just a few weeks prior to that, I'm just learning about the Mandela effect. I know you guys. It's okay.
It's crazy.
Times here on the Mandela. I've heard about it, but I never dove into it. So Deanne, can you bring that question to my next live on Inquiring Minds as well? If not, I can remember it. Oh, ML wants to know, are we talking about literal fire? Well, someone did bring up ML, you talked about the fire, the Hawaiian volcanoes going off again, awakening right now.
Are they?
Yeah.
I haven't heard about that.
Thank you, Michelle. Love you. Good morning, Michelle, down under. Hi, Imagine Brenda. Okay, awesome, Deanne. Thank you.
Wow.
I've always
they're saying that this year there's supposed to be earthquakes and volcanoes erupting and a lot of earth movement. A lot of earth movement this year. So just
Well, with the dragon and the fire.
Yeah, just be aware there's supposed to be a lot of that happening.
All right. All right, you guys. Well, Sheryl, again, thank you so much for
It was always my pleasure. I love being on your show. You have such great people that join in. And their I love their comments when I can read them.
I love my family.
Has it been an hour already? Wow.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun and being goofy.
Being goofy.
Yeah. So
it's a good start.
Yeah. So everybody just have a great February. Remember, just do something different. Be a weirdo. Have some fun.
Yes.
Don't take it too seriously.
Find that joy. Find the joy.
And then I'll see you next month.
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome.
And
and celebrate yourself.
Go on to sedonacreativeintuitive.com to download the image for the month.
Yes.
And love and light to you. Please visit Sheryl's channel as well. She offers all kinds of fun things too.
Yeah. And I'm actually going to start doing videos on my channel. That's my February, doing something different and scary.
It's different and scary, and I'm going to light the fire under there.
And I'm definitely going to light my fire.
Light that fire.
Light my fire.
There you go.
Yeah.
So blessings to you all, and we'll see you with Sheryl. We'll see you next month with Sheryl as we do this month of fire. Yeah. Love you guys. See you in just a few minutes on my channel, though.
Okay.
All right.
It's the rollover.
It's the rollover. Oh my God.